Welcome to a new episode of Good News. I'm your host, Alyssa Weston. As you know, last week we crowned a Mr. and Mrs. Rocktober, Danielle Corta and Rob Jackson. Here's what they had to say about receiving the title.
Hey guys, so I'm super excited to be Miss Rocktober. Honestly, I could not have done it without our awesome leaders, staying coachable and putting in the work. I really do believe that you get out what you put in, and our team gave 110%, and we saw the results from that. I also found that teamwork and taking criticism from your teammates with a positive attitude really helps perfect your craft and help you personally just grow. So I just really stayed focused on the grind and the small disciplines, getting in the phone calls, getting as many sits as possible, and making every sit count.
It took everything I had. I poured everything I had into this month, everything I had into this week, into every single week, and I could have done a lot more than what I did. But I'm just excited because it allowed me to win the trophy, hold it, for 12 months. I won some extra money, about an extra $5,000 in total contest money, just from the experience, just from the ALP, and then head-to-head competitiveness. Like it made me better, competing with everybody. RGA
Greg Rudolph brought us along a recent trip to Florida to commemorate the achievements of the St. Pete office. Here's that clip.
What's up, Arias agencies? Greg Rudolph here. We're in sunny Florida, Tierra Verde with the St. Pete team. We just crushed a record-breaking month out here. I believe it was like 170,000 net. These guys have all been here for only 6 months, so we decided to fly down here, treat them to a beautiful mansion for the weekend, just party, have a good time, talk about business, and just get it in. So come check out the house. Here we got the St. Pete squad. Just broke a few records, I believe. They've only been here for like 6 months, so they're breaking records already for the whole entire agency.
I think the number one thing that brought me a little bit of success last month was enthusiasm, for one, and for two, just staying at the office 9 to 9, working all day, doing nothing but just working with everyone here.
This month, definitely hard work for me. I've worked harder than I ever had this month, and it showed.
It's been awesome, everyone in the office, just like Spence said, just being in the office alone and everyone else working hard around you just makes it easier. So
we just go to work, and that same mindset carried over from football, to what we're doing now, and that's what I loved about it.
So this is what you get when you get a group of like-minded, motivational people together. Motivated people. All these guys are former athletes, highly motivated people, successful, driven, coachable as it could be.
We all know MGA Jason Bratton, who brings so much energy, humor, and readiness to us when he MCs our agency meetings. So I caught up with him to see what keeps him fired up each week.
I've always been a high energy person because I've always liked to amp people up. And I know that if you want to go fast, go alone, but if you want to go far, go with others. So if the value I bring to a team is energy and enthusiasm and encouragement, I can hopefully lift other people to raise their level, and the team will win all together. But I just love seeing people win. And when I came on board here, the agency meetings were good. There's nothing. They're good. We're recognizing it's cool, but I just felt like we can go to a whole nother level. So the reason why I love the agency meetings, is because it gives me an opportunity to impact someone I probably would never have impacted. When you only have, a limit of running, at this point, I had a team in Maryland, I have a team in New York, like the impact is just stuck there. And I wanted to be able to take the agency to another level. And I felt like the agency meeting was a platform for me to be able to do that and give back to the agency that's given back to me. Monday is not going to be a day of negativity and woe is me and victim mentality and low energy. Monday is going to be the day where we snap you out of it to propel yourself for the next 7 days. So if I can give an agency meeting for 20 minutes and put a smile on somebody's face and save them from doubting themselves and save them from quitting or save them from, worrying so much, and put a smile on their face and give them hope, that's what gives me the energy to want to do it. And Now, who doesn't love seeing other people win?
We want to give a shout out to Giovanni Gonzalez, who recently bought a house. I had the chance to chat with him about it.
Well, first off, without this opportunity, I would never have bought a house probably. Probably still be on the streets. But yeah, working here has definitely gave me the opportunity to get everything in line and straighten everything out that I had to correct from the past. But everything's working out now.
Many of you know Giovanni as the person behind the scenes of our Grindcast and our social media, but his longtime friendship with Simon is what initially connected him to Arias agencies.
We grew up as kids together. I say maybe like 12, 11. He might have been 11. He was little. I was there the whole time, except for when he started AIL. He's not lying when he says he had to cut everybody off. He cut everybody off. He cut everybody off. And which is a good thing. I'm glad it worked out that way. But we're all back together now. I mean, all of us. So everything works out, everything happens for a reason.
In other good news, Arias Agencies is a proud sponsor of Tika Hemingway, who recently won her first pro fight by unanimous decision. So congratulations, Tika. This week's Motivations from Management, we're hearing from MGA Tristan DeLavic.
When I was studying Tyson, and I say studying, I was watching just some YouTube clips on him. I believe he said word for word, he said, the interviewer said, you know, what if you lose to this man? And he said, it's not possible. I don't elevate the thought of loss in my mind. Think about that. I don't elevate the thought of loss in my mind. How many times in our lives are we elevating and are we portraying and are we thinking and are we allowing loss, absence, or whatever it might be that doesn't lead to positivity, that doesn't lead to productivity, that doesn't lead to growth, or what we really truly desire in our lives. Don't elevate thought loss in your mind. Don't allow it to even occur. Don't let it be a thing. And finally he said, and I'll end with this, discipline, and he said, you gotta love what you don't wanna do. That's what discipline is. You gotta find out what you don't wanna do, and you gotta do it like you love it, and that's discipline. What are the things we're avoiding? I know in our industry, the calls, the door knocks, the referrals, the presentations, the relationship building, the development. What are we avoiding that we don't necessarily always love doing, but leads to glory? Push now, suffer now, live the rest of your life as a champion.
Thanks so much for watching another episode of Good News. For more information on everything we have going on within the agency, visit our social media sites and our YouTube channel. Until next week, I'm your host, Alyssa Weston.